Yo, 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 what's the word? What's the word, man? Look, it's Wild 100's Q, man. I'm back with another one. Hey, man, so Pete, listen, folk, this blog right here really is for one of my subscribers. She told me her name is Rhonda Collins. She told me to blog about this shit and what I think about Steven Jackson, the former NBA player who was blogging um, who made a video on his IG about dissing the dead and how he feel about that. So I'm gonna play this clip. It's gonna be somewhere right down here. I want y'all to check that out. And then when y'all check that out, I'm gonna come right back to y'all with some commentary. So just peep. It ain't shit but a minute.
But this new generation killed me, dog. You can tell y'all daddies wasn't real. Y'all was raised by some busters. The shit y'all do today on Instagram to go viral or for people to pay attention to you is weak. And it says a lot about your character. Y'all ain't nothing but some suckers. All this talking about dead people online after they die and all this stuff, man, that's y'all suckers. Y'all ain't real. Call yourselves gangsters. The gangsters I know ain't nothing like y'all. Y'all new breed of punks. Y'all said it. Stack 5. Y'all new breed of punks. Ain't got nothing to stand on. Don't stand for nothing. And just willing to demean the dead for popularity. That shit whack. And real ones don't do that.
All right, look. So y'all just seen that shit. Okay, look. So Pete, at the end of the day, like, listen, folks. Like, this ain't no disrespect to Stack 5. Shout out to Stack 5. Shout out to All the Smoke, him and Matt Barnes. Like, y'all got a good ass podcast. I'm subscribed to y'all shit. I tune in, folks. But listen, you about 12 years too late, gang. Like, you really ain't in no position to really tell these shorties, you know what I'm saying, about dissing the dead and all that shit. Like, I understand where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? You a street nigga. You was a street nigga before you went to go play ball and shit. And you really was on that. You know what I'm saying? We know what you did in Malice in the Palace. We know what you did, you know what I'm saying, in the league, when you was in the league. But listen, folk, like, these shorties, a nigga can't tell them shit. Like, a nigga can't tell them shit, folk. Like, we gotta just be real about this shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta just be honest. You know what I'm saying? This is the culture that our city didn't put out. You know what I'm saying? So once this culture then took off, now New York niggas doing it, Atlanta niggas doing it, California niggas doing it, Baltimore niggas doing it, Philadelphia niggas doing it. Everybody got ops, everybody smoking on somebody, Jacksonville doing it. Like, it's a lot of cities and shit that's doing that shit. Do I agree with it? No. But do I respect the game and how this shit play out? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't tell a motherfucker what to do unless you're in a position to control the situation. This is why you got niggas like Durk, niggas like Vaughn, you know what I'm saying, niggas like Duck, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to both of them. But this is how, you know, this is how they, you know what I'm saying, they can control certain shit. When you're in a position of feed niggas and being the leader of the pack, you can, you know, that money, that power, and that influence can control these shorties. You just speaking, folk, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no disrespect towards you or nothing. But that's the type of time these niggas is on. That's the wave we on right now. And me personally, what I think, I never really, you know what I'm saying, thought that shit was cool. Because I just think that when you do that shit, like, it ain't even about the block no more. Like, it ain't about the block no more. It ain't about the niggas who you dissing. It's about the nigga, you know what I'm saying, OG, the nigga Pops, the nigga, you know, the nigga had kids, all type of shit. You take on you make them relive that shit over and over. You know what I'm saying? Some people get over they loss quicker than other people. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? It's hard to really tell a motherfucker, you know, I'ma just keep dissing, you know what I'm saying, somebody that you love and shit, and then nobody ain't gonna go get their lick back. So dissing the dead is more than just dissing your ops. You dissing motherfuckers' family members who probably wasn't in the street, who probably ain't had shit to do with nothing. And then you will make them get off in this shit, and you will make them do something to you. So, that's just me personally, man. I never really respected that shit. The sooner we get off that wave, the better. But right now, you know what I'm saying? Chicago, we got the city. We got the culture right now. Durk, one of the biggest names, if not the biggest name, and that's what he on. A lot of these niggas is followers. It ain't no leaders out here, folks. On Phonum Grade, like, it ain't no leaders out here. So these niggas gonna continue to do it until, another motherfucker say, hey, man, we through with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you really feel like that, folk, like if y'all really feel a certain type of way about motherfuckers this and the dead and this and that, this what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna say this for the civilians. I'm not saying it's for the street niggas. For the street niggas, motherfucker, this your guy, you know what to go do. We ain't gotta discuss all that. But I'm saying the civilians, you gotta put more pressure on the A&Rs, the record labels. You know what I'm saying? The radio stations, the motherfuckers who be playing these records, who be supporting this shit, because it's more than just the artists. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If they all say, hey man, we not gonna support this type of shit, and we not with that shit, and your record won't be sold if you don't hear talking about you smoking the nigga and all this type of goof ass shit, that should have come to a stop overnight, folks. That should have come to a stop overnight. Nigga won't be on nothing. All that should have stopped because you will fuck with a nigga money. You see what I'm saying? When you start playing with money and you start affecting pockets, things will change. Until then, things ain't gonna change. That's just how it is, folks. Like, these niggas gotta understand, like, they say certain shit about this and dead, but they won't say certain shit about the LGBT community. They won't say certain shit about, the Jewish community. They won't say certain things about certain people, even if they feel that way, because they know who control this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, as black people, they know that we don't really control nothing. So we can say whatever the fuck we want to say about each other, and ain't nothing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? The fans gonna buy it. The record label's gonna play it. The radio station's gonna play it. So why would and the money gonna come in, and why would I stop? That's just like Ruger, folk. When Ruger went live, Ruger was like, look, I make all type of music. Folks was talking about, man, look, I make, R&B music. He make, that pain music. He make drill music. He has a genre of different type of music that everybody can relate to. He don't just box himself in. So folks like saying, but those are the type of records that don't get played. Those are the type of records that don't get no views. So, as an artist, they got to follow the money. They can't be like, man, I want to talk about some real shit, but that shit only pulling 10, 15,000 views. But then if I diss the dead, I get 40 million. You got to follow the views because you got to follow the money. That's just like me as a blogger. I really don't want to talk about a lot of that other shit that be going on, but I know the other blogs that I made talking about real shit don't get no views. So I got to talk about the shit that y'all want to listen to so I can get the views, so I can get my subscriptions up. So it's almost like a nigga got to trade his morals, his principles for the wrong shit. And it shouldn't be like that, folks, but it is like that because at the end of the day, y'all control this shit. Y'all do. We don't control nothing. You know what I'm saying? The bloggers, we don't control shit. The fans control all this shit. So we got to talk about the shit that's going to get clicks and views. Sometimes some bloggers mislead a motherfucker and they get to saying all type of shit. So, that's how I feel about that. As far as what Steven Jackson said, I don't think he was pertaining to, like I said, Lil Durk. Because there's a bunch of niggas in Chicago. There's a bunch of niggas in the culture that do that shit. But Steven Jackson is a Muslim. Durk is a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I think that he wanted to say his name, but he didn't want to feel like he was picking on folks now. So he was more like, okay, well, I'm just going to put the message out, and whoever it applied to, that's who it applied to. You You know what I'm saying? It's not just Durk, it's other niggas too. Yella, FYBJ, man, all them niggas. Ruger, all them niggas just dead niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I think he was specifically talking about Durk because, you know, that's how they, you know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot more in common and he the biggest name. So it's kind of like I gotta address this nigga because if I address this nigga, then all the other niggas under him, it apply to that. From them grave. Like that's just how it is. And you know, we all gotta do better, man. We ain't all perfect, but you know, that's just how I feel about the shit. So, you know, that's that, man. Once again, man, shout out to Rhonda Collins. She was the one that, you know, one of my subscribers that told me to make the video. Once again, I don't want to, you know, make sure I put it at the beginning and the end and shit. And that's how I feel about the shit. So like, comment, subscribe, gang, man. Run my shit up, man. Run it up, man. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. You know, I'm starting to get, you know, a little bit more views. I finally made it to 1,400 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't think I'd get 10 subscribers. So for y'all fucking with me and all that type of shit, man, let y'all know, man. I see y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I can't do this shit without y'all. And the more that y'all like, comment, and subscribe and all that, man, y'all fucking with the videos, I'm going to keep making them. So just let me know what y'all think in the comments. And then, man, I'm going to hit y'all back with another one. Man, it's Wild 100's Q, man. I'm gone.